We're over here wondering why you guys are being so rude in the chat and not commenting or responding to the stories we're telling, because we started out like this. Burp, burp, burp. Beard Advice Live, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, and went into a whole spiel about our day
For
and
at
the
least
story.
a minute.
Yeah, at least a minute, probably a minute and a half. And then I realized we did the countdown, we did everything. I didn't hit go live. And we're like, what in the world is going on with people? So to redo,
Take two.
I don't do this on Mondays, but I believe this is the second time it's happened on Wednesdays. I just get
Wow.
caught in her beauty.
Wow.
And so I'm sorry, guys. I'm okay with being guilty there. My name is Dan C. Bearded. This is Sam C. Just Sam C. Not bearded. She's the super sniffer. She's Sam C. Non-bearded. Not bearded, but non-bearded. Sam, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, earlier she said she's good, but she's full. She ate too much.
Ate too much pizza.
Her words. But we had a great day, you guys. I told this whole story, but we got to go on a field trip together with Jax to a zoo, which was super cute and fun. Weather was perfect.
It was so nice.
Oh my gosh. And then we went to a meet and greet dinner hangout thing with a local semi-pro soccer team.
Yes.
They are like the top college players around the country that will be pro. They're
around the world.
Actually, very, very well corrected. 15 different countries represented on their team. It's the Flint Bucks. If you're a soccer fan, it's the USL 2 League, and they're one of the top teams every year. They're either winning it or in the finals or semifinals out of like 140-something teams. This year, I think it's 150, which is nuts. But it was really cool. We got to hang out with all the players. The kids actually got to play soccer with them.
Yeah.
And Violet was making friends with literally every family in the entire place.
Aye.
It was fun, though. It was a lot of fun. And if you guys are excited about tonight, scrolling down at the bottom, if you could real quick, check to see if you hit that thumbs up, the like button. And if you want to share this out with some friends, we're going to have a giveaway tonight. We're going to have just some great times, and we're going to give some beard advice for exactly free. You don't have to pay a penny to hang out, to get advice, and to just relax. What's up, Rustic Ridge Custom Signs?
Oh.
What's going on? We got Liv Bearded in the house. Is it Jeremy? I am guessing it is not. My guess here is I'm gonna go with a comedian that is also a veteran and also goes by the name of Nate. That's gonna be my guess here. He said, I miss field trips as adults. We appreciate the knowledge. 100% when they like teach you things on the trips and stuff. So yeah, absolutely. And Keith says, good evening, Dan and Sam C. I hope you're feeling somewhat better, Sam. That is all. How you been feeling, Sam?
I actually have been feeling much better. Did we score? I ended up stopping one of my medications, and that has really like turned a lot of things around for me. Still on several other medications, but it's positive, okay? We're moving forward.
Speaking of positive, goal for the crew, baby. Oh, when they're playing right, man, it's a thing of beauty. Oh, snap. Jacked Up Leatherworks. Jacob just donated 5 memberships.
Nice.
Thank you, Jacob. Buddy of mine, local Michigan guy, proud, small business owner. If you guys are looking for your leather needs, he's got you covered right here. And he's even worked with companies like Dr. Nick's where you can buy some of his catch-all trays or beard product storage. Pretty awesome, man. Thank you for that. That was really cool. Really, really cool. And Sam, I mentioned in the chat a few weeks ago, but tomorrow is my 10-year sober anniversary.
Goodness.
And I want you to make me a shirt. How do I start?
Message me on Etsy, Beauty and the Beard MI. That's going to be the easiest way to get things moving with a custom shirt like that.
There you go. Yep. Beauty. I'll actually link it in the chat for you guys. This is the merch shop. You can pick up hats. You can pick up decals. You can pick up shirts and anything else on there. And if you need anything custom, just message Sam on that website.
Yes.
And thank you guys. What's up, Gregory? Welcome. So, and shout out to 10 years sobriety. We are coming up on 2 years of no alcohol. 2 years of no alcohol within like the next couple weeks.
It was June.
My retirement party thing.
Well, you know what? Yours was post Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Mine was that party.
Okay. Yeah.
We're different times.
But this show, you guys, is essentially people send in pictures of their beards. They let us know their goals. They let us know their problems and really anything they need advice on, whether it's a routine or products or anything. And we, myself, Sam, in the chat, we give advice and it really can help out their beard. It can really help out their confidence. And it's really cool when we get to see this like progression of the beard. And if you want to be a part of next week's show or any show in the future, email beardadvicelive, like the name of the show, @gmail.com. That's it. It's free. I'll respond to you to let you know that you're on the show. If you don't hear from me, it probably didn't get to the right email, or maybe it just wasn't an entry. There's different reasons. Reach out if you're like, Dan, I wanted to be on and I didn't get on. We'll figure it out. Sometimes stuff happens as it goes through. But we also open it up for general advice. We've had people write in about marriage, work, kids. Yeah, we got you. Can't tell you it's going to be great advice, but we'll give our best advice. And we do have a halftime segment that we open up for any and all questions. So if you guys have something, we got you covered with some questions at the halftime mark. So, and welcome everybody. We see you guys all in there, man. I appreciate it. So cool. And yeah, we're killing it. We have almost 150 people in here already. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. And I need to remote in for a stream with you guys sometime. That'd be cool, man, for sure. Speaking of remote streams, I do have a stream on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern on this channel, you guys, and that is going to be featuring Johnny Ray's and a line of brand new oils, like new carriers, a carrier you guys have never seen before too, which is really cool. New scents that are essential oil only. I've helped develop all of them on this channel. Giveaways, of course, deals, of course, on Friday. Hope to see you there. JP, the place to be. Thank you, man. JP also donated 5 memberships.
So cool.
Good to see you. I know work schedule's been tough and hard to make streams, so seeing you here is really, really cool. And yeah, we got you. If you're on the show tonight, stay tuned. Be excited. We got some good stuff for you. Yep, good stuff for you. Is shave butter good for the beard? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that brand. Maybe. I mean, you're best off going with beard products, but I can't say off the top of my head for that one. I love the Michigan theme for the all new oils. Yeah. You'll see more on that, Tony. Exactly. They just shared on Instagram today. Okay. Happy Beard Day. Woo! All right. You ready, Sam C? Get this party started?
Yep.
Beard Advice Live. Hit that thumbs up. I'm going to put a little scrolly at the bottom. beardadvicelive@gmail.com to be on the show next week. We got you covered. Let's tune in for our sponsor. So we do have a sponsor tonight, and that is Deadman's Beard Co. I am becoming obsessed with working with this company. I love how they approach making products, how they approach interacting with the community, how they approach economics in general. They understand business and how to grow and how to do it the right way. And can we talk about the scents that they've been creating? One of them, Fortinella Orange. All essential oils, all natural absolutes, no synthetics, no fragrances here. Fresh kumquat, juicy orange, hibiscusy balm, mint bush, citrusy and bright citron, and refreshing bergamot. The best way I can explain this is it is orange. Fresh orange. Beautiful orange. And oh yeah, and if you guys have tried this one, let them know in the chat because it is so dang good. So dang good. Red Lobster, Deadman's will take you out to Red Lobster and call you the next morning. Ken, did you see today they announced they're closing 50 Red Lobster locations?
Oh, no.
One of them not being Flint, Michigan, which is insane.
No,
Yeah.
that Red Lobster is always popping. Always.
Okay. Dan, just call me Johann. It's John in German. We have a John here. No, I'm going to go with John, but I appreciate it.
I'll call you Johann.
No, I'm going John. I can't be remembering that and going with different. We have, if I had to make up names for the same names, do you know how many Ken variations we'd have? There's a lot of Kens. So, man. All right, he's saying we have a John, so you got to call me something different.
Oh.
Yeah, can't do that.
Oh, I thought you were saying like It's actually Johan.
No, he's saying we have a John in here. You can call me something different.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's why I said no. Nope, not doing that one. Kumquat is fun to say. It is. It's a good one. We actually saw some in Florida when we were on vacation. We were walking to breakfast brunch. So,
Oh,
yes.
yep.
Nicholas, that's going to be a question for Friday. Tune in and we'll cover everything you need to know on Friday. Miss Joe's Crab Shack. Those are all gone, aren't they?
Oh, are they just gone?
Man, I know ours is.
Yeah,
so I would
now
bet.
it's A+ crab.
Right. Maybe.
Knockoff.
Yeah, maybe. Fleece, I have starred your question and I will hit that. It's in German though. Yeah, absolutely, man. No dispute there. Or you can call me Mr. Woodsy or the yeah. Awesome. So Fornell Orange is amazing. High Tides is amazing. And I can't give away too much, but there's another new scent that's on the way. That's an absolute banger. It fits what I love, right? You're like, Dan, citrus is right here. Okay. Think about the other thing I love, scent-wise. And it's done in a way you've never experienced before. It's done in a way you've never experienced before. So just keep that in mind. And Garden State says, Deadman's is number 1 in my rotation. Nice. Little Butter goes a long way. And that Fornell Orange is my favorite scent ever. For real. I bugged Bryant and he told me that the scent is not going anywhere. I know. It was hilarious. He originally launched it as like a seasonal. I was like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm like, you're silly. That's not.
You're silly.
Yeah, that's not going seasonal. He said, my favorite, and I can't live without it now. It's that good. Yep. We still have one in Orlando.
Farsi's in.
Let's go, Mo. One of my favorite players for.
He's been hurt for like a month.
Yeah. When is it coming? I'm gonna see if Brian will let you guys know, but I do have a video coming for it, and I've had it in hand and in beard for a couple weeks now. Whoo, man. I have a sample of Deadman's Cherry Stogie scent, but I can't find it on their website. Did they discontinue that scent? I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, he's 0 for 2 on seasonals. I know. It's hilarious. Oh, agave
Too
touch.
good.
You got to listen to the people. Yep, you got to listen to people. All right, he says it's called cherry tobacco now. Sorry about that. Nice. We're not cherry tobacco people.
No, I could like tolerate it.
I can't. She's better at it with me, so yeah. And Tyler says, I honestly cannot think of another company that's made so many crazy good improvements to their company than Deadman's. Seriously impressive stuff they have going on. Yeah, it's amazing what like listening and also having natural instincts and experience will do. This is it. 5/31, you guys, the last day of May, new banger scent review on this channel. It's good. It is good. How does it compare to Citrofella? Very different scent. Citrofella would be kind of a balanced citrus scent. This is orange, and it's much stronger and much more fresh would be the best way. I love both, but much more fresh as far as the comparison there. He says, I appreciate you guys all so much. Dude, that's awesome. Well deserved. And here's the carrier blend, you guys. We go over this every week, but it's worth it to say it because it is so unique and awesome. Argan, jojoba, baobab, broccoli seed, emu, meadow foam, avocado, castor, rice bran, and black seed. And also, Command 15 is your forever 15% off affiliate discount code. I will put that down at the bottom. Shout out to them. And slightly different this week, but we do have a giveaway at the end of the stream. Instead of a product of your choice, you're going to get $30 gift card. So even better, in my opinion, you get to pick whatever you want and probably have a little bit extra if you want to grab something else. So $30 gift card giveaway for free at the end. Dan nailed it. Fornella is fresh. Yeah. Yep. What's up, Eric? Welcome, guys. Whitebeard approved. Let's go. And he didn't need a cheat sheet to pronounce it. Man, yes, Jason, it is a medium viscosity through and through. And Jordan Jones says, I keep saying it, Deadman says is becoming firmly number 3 in my rotation. All essential oils are fire, and Fornella Orange may be the best. Woo! RPG Randy only has 5 companies in his rotation, and it looks like he might have to get a 6. Yep, exactly. Ken says, similar to Tyson, the owner makes changes based on feedback. We appreciate Deadman's blend and scents are so good. Yeah. Vitamin C would be a good comparison to Fornella Orange. with it being less zesty. Here, all right, you ready for this? Less zesty, more juicy.
Well.
And I love both. Zesty's great. Juicy's great. Less zesty, more juicy. I like it. Okay, good. Hey, what's up, Caroline? Welcome. It is a fire carrier blend, yeah. And we'll stop back and touch on this a little bit here. I will drop a link in the chat in case you guys want to explore this company. You cannot go wrong. And even if there's, like, it doesn't work out for you, they will make it right. Brian is a business owner. He's not just a guy that creates beard products. He is a business owner. What's a good one to start with? I would recommend Fortinella Orange. If you like citrus, there's no way in the world you dislike this. I don't know many people that dislike citrus scents.
No.
It's just so...
It's universal.
Yeah, it's pretty clean. It's pretty safe. And it's a really, really good one. So, yeah, I would go with that. I've been wanting to try Fortinella Orange. Yes, please do. Please do. All essential oils and natural absolutes, by the way. Got you, Tyler. Fresh Forest is good. Nice. Renew. Yeah, he has an entire essential oil line. Love it. How's the crew looking?
Still 2-1.
Okay. All right.
We just did a lot of subs.
Okay. Interesting. We didn't have the deepest bench today, so okay. All right. Citrus is my go-to. Yeah. Citrus and mint for me. Go figure. Cologne for Sam. For me to wear. Not on herself, but for me to wear. All right, let's go ahead and get into our first bit of advice, you guys. Caleb M. I love these. I need advice before an event, whether it's a vacation or a wedding. I love those ones. So Caleb M., my sister is getting married this Saturday, and I was thinking about doing a slight trim. What tips and or advice do you guys have? Also, I'm going to be traveling, bringing my blow dryer and my go-to heated brush. With it looking like it's going to be hot and in the 80s, I plan on bringing Aberlight's Beard Mist and a number 8 comb on me. Should I keep anything else on me to keep the beard looking crispy? I don't. We go to weddings, we go to events. I just kind of let the beard be. I actually don't even usually bring a comb, if anything. And Caleb, you have a very similar beard to me that everyone will see. I usually just adjust with my hand. And if it doesn't look great, I don't worry about it. Like we hung out with the Flint Bucks today. My beard was atrocious, but we were outside. We were having a good time.
The wind was blowing.
Yeah. I don't really care. So that is more than enough. I think you're fine there. And the entire wedding will be held within the hotel we are staying at, just strictly using beard oil, no balms or waxes. Was going to just do an even put across the bottom. Cut. Okay, cut, yep. But I'm open to any suggestions other than shaving. Yeah, we got it. Tyler, yeah, Caleb's been an OG of this channel, following for a long time. The dude is dialed in. There's no way around it. Hey, what's up, Jason G? Welcome. Ooh, new picture here from Rustic Rin. Look at that. Nice. Okay, let's check out Caleb. Wedding this weekend. Bam.
Yes.
Bam.
He is your beard twin.
Yeah, I know. They're very, very, very similar beards. Very similar beards on this one. And he says, okay, yeah, I was thinking just a brush just because I'll be in a lot of pictures. Yeah, you're more than fine there. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, wedding this weekend. He just wants it to be its absolute best, crispy. Any thoughts to kick it off?
Yeah, I almost would just do like a little trim on the bottom to just crisp it up. The tiniest. Too much. Yep. Way too much.
Hey, okay. Jeez, Louise.
The tiniest. Yes. There you go.
Yep, I like that line there, and I'll erase it one more time so you can see. Mainly because, and it can be styling on any given day, of course, but mainly because this seems to be your low point right here, and then you do have a little bit of kind of a tailing off on this side. So just kind of start from here, let that be your natural point, and then just do a nice little rounded line right there. Boom.
Yep.
That will be absolutely perfect, Caleb. It's going to make it nice and crispy. It's going to give you a little bit less of a leaning towards a French fork if it starts going away. Other than that, dude, your sides are absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. The shape down going here, absolutely perfect. Neck, everything, perfect.
Yep.
Would not touch a thing other than this little line right here. This little line of mine,
nope.
I'm gonna let it shine. Hey, what's up, Sean? Glad to see you're in here, man. Good to see you. So, yeah, I would go with that, man. It looks awesome. What's up, James? And it really, 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 really looks great. I don't think there's much other than that.
No.
Other than have a good time.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Have so much fun.
Yeah. We had a blast at our last wedding we went to.
Yes.
Like a very, very good time. Just dance like you're an East Coast Italian and you'll have a fun time. Right?
Yeah.
That's the best advice I can give you.
That's my new going into a wedding vibe.
Yes. Why not? Nobody thought
Without
any
drinking.
Yes. Yeah, we don't need that aspect of it, but nobody, when someone gets up and dances and have a good time, nobody has any negative thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, but we're so worried about that. Whatever. Another yellow card. This ref is yellow happy.
Yaboa?
Yaboa?
You can't give Yaboa.
He doesn't even know how to get a card. There's a couple of ways you could take that. I'm not going any further on that one. So, man, nice, Joshua. You got a new picture too? Joshua, that is nice colors, but I cannot see your beard enough on this one.
I can't see anything.
All right, Joshua, sick picture, but I need your beard. Your beard is legendary, man. Sam C in the house. Whoop, whoop. Okay, love it. Thanks, everyone in the chat. Hey, yo, thank you for sending in, man. That was really cool. All right, Abe A. Hi, all. I'm a rookie beardsman, and I'd like to grow my beard a bit longer. I'm interested in using better products for my beard, such as Dr. Nick's and Bahawat. As far as problems go, it seems as if my beard gets drier and wiry as the day goes on. So, Abe, before we check out your beard, first and foremost, if you are trying to use better products, that likely is a big factor. If you're not using companies like Dr. Nick's or Bahawat or Deadman's or Freeborn or Octane or any of the companies that we cover on a regular basis, you definitely have an ability to get an improvement right then, right? If you're using some of the store garbage, that's going to do that. It's going to make it feel that way. So one thing to keep in mind there. Other than that, healthy habits, make sure you're drinking enough water, exfoliate, wash, all that stuff. But let's take a look at his beard and then, or do the Macarena. So somebody, I didn't even get a chance to acknowledge it. I was on the Dr. Nick's stream yesterday. I do a stream on Dr. Nick's channel, 1 p.m. every Tuesday. And we got to talking about tattoos. And I was like, yeah, I have one here. I have one here. And then
here.
Somebody said in the chat, they're like, did Dan just do the Macarena? And I was like, you got me.
The tattoo Macarena.
You got me. Yeah. What's up, Shay? Welcome. All right. So, yeah, increased water is likely your biggest factor. All right, let's take a look at Abe. Rookie beardsman wants it to be better throughout the day. Heck yeah, man. Welcome to the beard world. You're never going back again. What stands out to you right away?
I love the color.
Mm-hmm.
Love the color.
Just
Please don't ever dye your beard.
what that adds to like a man's face and just adding that like contrast, just adding that different color is so dynamic. So dynamic. No.
No.
You are experienced. There's nothing about this picture that makes me think old.
No, not at all.
If you're old, your skin care routine is fantastic.
Please tell me what you do because I'm getting some freckles under my eyes.
Because, dude, your skin looks really, really, really good. So, yeah, man. The best thing I can tell you at this time, Abe, is you've got a great start. You're in the right place. Just simply soak up all the information from this channel and this community, and it'll all come with time. You got so much ahead of you, and you have so many things you're going to learn and adjust and grow, literally and figuratively. And so just simply keep doing what you're doing. You keep watching the shows. You keep asking questions. You're all set, man. I don't worry about you one bit. I would highly encourage you to start upgrading those products. It really does make a difference. You get what you pay for, and the results I think you'll feel pretty quickly. So keep killing it, dude. Thank you for being here, and we love that you're in this community here. And yeah, for sure, I agree with Liv Beard. He says a little upward comb and blow dryer. Yeah, so you are getting to the point now where if you notice, your beard, where it goes here, will go and then kind of wrap in towards your chin, and then it'll wrap out again away from you. You're at that point where it's like, do I start pushing the beard more instead of going like this? Do I start pushing the beard out this way more? And so then, what kind of arrow is that? My goodness gracious. And then it can start going down. The answer is yes. You're right at that point to start getting that beard going out. And so
And that heat might help with that like wiriness that
For-
you're talking about too, and just soften it a little bit.
my beard feels like garbage when I don't use heat. So yes, absolutely that could make a difference. So what you want to start to do is start to get some combing or brushing up under the beard and then away. If you want to look at something that could be helpful, look up Dancy Bearded Blowout Beard. One more time, Dancy Bearded Blowout Beard, and it'll give you an idea. And it'll make a big difference. And yeah, you can do it in a couple of ways. You can do it with a round brush and a blow dryer. You can do it with a heated brush. You can do it with a comb and a blow dryer. There's a bunch of different ones. I just started using heat. My wife had to teach me.
There you
Nice,
go.
man. Sounds like a keeper right there for the wife. That's great. Awesome. And also, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the donated memberships today. Thank you to the reoccurring members. You guys are amazing. We're almost at 200 people right now.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Hi, Donald.
That's great. Hey, Donald, what's going on, man? We were having a chat about you earlier and all the good things.
I feel like we talk about you like every day, Donald.
I know. And
You're just like our like spiritual guru, I feel like.
Yep. You're like our adopted brother, like our adopted older brother. So congratulations, you're in the family. Thanks, Abe. All right, Nelson. Hello, Dan. Been watching your content for some time now, and I appreciate everything you do for the community. Recently, I've trimmed my beard shorter, trying to fix unmatched length on the beard. Long story short, I went too short.
Oh.
That was literally a long story short. I'm trying to go for a medium long beard, and I know I've got some way to go. My question is, at this length, should I get rid of the beard neck hair to look presentable, or should I just let it be, being that I want to go for a longer beard, knowing that the beard neck hair will add to the fullness? This is the question, right? There's so many that go through this, and Sam C actually knows a good rule here. So we'll take a look, and then we'll see what we think on this one specifically. And this is why we have this show, you guys. I get asked questions like this all the time, and at this point, it's just a general question. It's like really hard to give advice unless we can see it. You know, and so there definitely is some wiggle room, and no shave, no, never shave. So the shaving aspect, I definitely don't agree with the no, never shave. There's absolutely beard styles and preferences that want to remove neck hair, that want to remove the side, and that's awesome. That's great. It depends on what your goal is, and he told us medium long, but it also depends on your comfort level of getting there. If I were to ever start over again, which I'm not, I would never be able to just let it go. I would have to maintain my neck along the way. I would go crazy. So there definitely is a room to be able to do that. If you don't, that's up to you. He doesn't even have a whaler. Like, he doesn't even do that anymore. But he just keeps going with the whaler comments. He's got a great mustache. Whatever, Ken. All right, let's check out Nelson on here and see the beard. Nice, man. What a
Looks
dense beard.
so good.
And the mustache?
Yes.
My goodness gracious. Okay. So
I forgot the question.
Fantastic question. He has this beard shape, this beard shape and style right now, which is an awesome, awesome job. He is essentially saying, right here, should I clean that up while it grows out, or should I just simply let it go because I have a long ways to go and I want to have a medium to full beard? And either way is right. It just depends on your preference. What are your thoughts, and do you know the rule I'm alluding to?
Yeah, so I think if you can't see the neck hair when you're looking straight on, then I think that it's okay to leave it. That you don't, well.
This one, straight on.
Okay.
It's the star. You're the star of the show. Not
But
a
yeah, if
tattoo.
you're looking straight on and you can't see the neck hair, just leave it be. Is that the rule you were talking about?
Absolutely the rule.
Okay.
So, and that really is it, right? If you have to lift your head up to show people that your neckline isn't exactly what you want or matching, nobody actually sees that. The only exception would be from the side.
Yeah.
And so I can see both ways, right? I could see you saying, yeah, I'm going to clean up right here for now. I'm going to do this line right here and just continue on with that. But as Sam mentioned, when you look head on to this beard here, do you see the neck hair at all?
Nope.
No, like not really. So when in doubt, grow it out. After the show, if you are wondering and you are curious about this, just let it grow. I also can see the cleanup, and man, it really is just preference. Mike L says, no, leave it alone. Leo says, I'd clean it up because the other hairs won't catch up. Leave what Sam said. You can't see being straight on.
I do see like the side.
Yeah.
Right there. Like maybe, what if you just did like the smallest cleanup on the side?
I actually love that line that I just drew right there, Nelson, so I'm going to leave that one. This side seems to be a little bit different, but you'll probably want a similar one. That's actually perfect right there. So if I were to give you advice, and I think you agree, would that be the line you'd go with?
Yeah.
Sam and I would say clean up the sides, but try not to take too much off the middle because it actually looks like that's not the strongest part of the hairs is down here.
Mm-hmm.
So I would leave that alone when facing it straight on. But again, this is not like being political. This is not being safe. It is literally personal preference. It is entirely up to you. Yep. Now here's a great question. Realistically, how long would Nelson have to wait before the beard hairs reach the hair down the neck? That is a great question. So we know that on average growth is a 1/2 inch a month. So 2 months would be 1 inch. So he's still at the wrapping phase right here. It's getting pretty soon to go down. So if we need to cover, like, let's say this portion, you're probably talking, so you got 2 months, probably 4 months would be my guess. In 4 months, he will completely cover that area of his neck. And in the grand scheme of things, that's not a ton of time. Like, we are in May right now.
My eye just twitched. That was weird.
Like, we're in May. Yeah, and all biotin, all the healthy habits. So yeah, he goes, mine grows a bit slow. Okay, all right. I would still say, and I could see that, right? The texture of your beard definitely I could see lends itself to the slower type growth. 3-1. Let's go. Oh man, we're behind. Why is your phone always so far behind?
Hey yo, leave it be.
I'm trying to catch it live. Man, thank you, Dynamo. We needed this win. If you guys aren't familiar, we're big Columbus Crew fans, and they have not done the best in MLS recently because they're prioritizing the Confa Cup championship where they're in the finals for the first time, and like MLS, like this is a big deal, like really, really big deal. You have 2.5 weeks left of school. Nice.
Ooh.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, curly hair takes longer. Exactly. Yep. So I would clean it up, Nelson. Sam says clean it up as well. Kind of in that portion. I love those lines right there. And it should be pretty simple to do as well. And I would just do it with a trimmer. I wouldn't go with a razor because then you really got to keep that up.
Yeah.
Yep, really, really keep that up. And he says I average about 1 inch a month.
Ah, there it is.
Who was it? Nagby?
No,
Oh, Heine?
Nice.
Nice.
Strova.
Nice. Heine, let's go. That's average. Yep, 1/2 inch a month is average. My name's Jeff.
We watched it last night.
We watched it last night, and it crept up on us. I wasn't ready for it.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I forgot it was even in that movie.
It completely came out of nowhere.
Oh, my gosh. We were dying.
It was perfect. Abe, yeah, that's Ken from Hawaii. He is a teacher. He's also my brother. I think he might be Gibby
He's
Sorelli.
also.
Yeah.
Gibby.
Yeah, my parents told me while I was growing up that I had a younger brother that at one point fell out of the back of a pickup truck.
Wow.
Yeah, that was earlier, but he lived. But then the real story was he was in our backyard and a hawk or eagle,
It was
can't
an
remember,
eagle.
an eagle came by and scooped him up to the point where my neighbor was out throwing. They had a full story. Was throwing picture frames at the eagle to try and knock. Yeah, like actual like.
That eagle flew all the way to Hawaii.
And took away my brother Gibby Sorelli. Nuts on Monday, Heine's on Wednesday. I don't know where my brain is at. Did you hear the runaway train of Monday stream and all
No,
yeah.
I didn't.
Lots of balls, lots of nuts.
Well, okay.
Tons. Now, I may or may not, literally before this stream, sitting down right here, have edited a review video for the future for Copper Johns that might have more. There may be an animation of plums to start the video in the first 15 seconds.
What on earth?
Ball wash.
Plums?
So plums. Yeah. Okay. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there.
Oh, goodness.
And Doug says, we're at the point in the school year where teachers feel like they are strapped by one foot to the back of a pickup going 55 down a dirt road, just holding on and trying to minimize road rash.
Accurate.
Woo, man. Sounds like Monday was fun. I'm not even going to exaggerate. I'm not just going to say it because they're all fun. Monday was really fun. Yeah, Ken, there was a D's nuts joke. I told the funeral one. Some people don't believe me that was real.
It was real.
You guys, I dropped a
real.
D's nuts joke at my grandpa's funeral with Sam sitting next to me.
Yes. Yeah.
It happened. So, hey, you got to be there. Whaler Ken, you got to go watch it from Monday. It was crazy. It was crazy. You guys lost me the ball. Hey, have some fun, Leonard. We're just being silly, being a little bit silly. I heard a quote today I really loved. Take life seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously. I like that. You gotta be able to joke. You gotta be able to be a little bit silly. So yes.
Am I not a fan of balls? Nah, not really.
the ball jokes getting to Sam. So yes. And she's still married to you. Yeah. Were we married then, my grandpa?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were.
Awesome. You're a keeper, Dan. Thank you. I appreciate that. I would like to think so. All right. My warranty and return table is already expired, so joke's on you. Can't take me back now.
Wow.
I'm here to stay. All right. Halftime questions. Come on now. Nelson, you're welcome, man. Thank you for sending in. Thank you. Okay. Dane and Sam, have you ever tried DNA ancestry test to uncover your origins and health insights?
Well, I've done both.
Yes, we've done the 23andMe.
Not me. I have.
I have done it.
No.
I have my full ancestry breakdown.
You did? I thought your dad did it.
You bought it for me for Valentine's Day one year.
Interesting.
Yeah, I have the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, because you're Irish and I'm Scottish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Irish
It's
and
a
Polish
rivalry.
are my main ones, so yes.
And then I just recently had genetic testing done, and that showed me what cancer I need to look out for in the future, what ailments and things like that. That I urge everybody to do. It's 90 pages of genetic information. It's
a lot.
so interesting.
Yeah, you can
I
find
love
out
it.
if you have the Olympian gene.
Have
which
it.
Sam does. That's why our kids are super athletes. And they actually are. That's not just being cocky there. And it was really cool. So it was cool. The 23andMe, I know everyone's worried about your DNA is out. Whatever. That doesn't worry me. But it was cool. It traced distant relatives and stuff that are alive and everything. So yeah, pretty cool.
Yes.
How do you go about doing the genetic testing you're talking about?
Oh my gosh. Let me look up the website and I will share it with you guys because I think it's amazing.
This was your blood draw one, right?
No, it's a swab inside your mouth.
Oh, okay. She at one point had a bunch of different tests going on all at once, so it's kind of just coming back to us. But yeah, really cool. So yeah, I was Irish and Polish were the main two. Some kind of British and all that stuff. Pretty much a European mutt for me. And Donald said, genetic testing is amazing and scary at the same time. Found out breast cancer and some other bad things are genetic in our family. Oh, yeah. Yours was not.
No breast cancer, no Alzheimer's, which are prime pickings for my family.
Right.
So the company is called Nutrition Genome.
One more time.
Nutrition Genome. It's genetic testing and health analysis, personalized DNA based, and they base it off of what nutrition does your body particularly need, but also it breaks down your genetics while simultaneously, telling you need to have more. You personally need to have more copper in your diet or in your body than most people. So things like that.
Yep. And
let me get this off.
It's really cool. And when Sam says it was 90 pages, it was 90 pages.
I know. I want to print it out, but I literally don't think our printer could handle it.
You printed out a ton of them, though.
That wasn't even those.
Oh,
no.
my gosh. Wow. So, yeah, it's really cool. We learned a lot about Sam.
It's not cheap. I think it's like $350, but it was like something that I mentally needed to have done. And so if you have, I think it's really cool. I think it's worth it, but it is a lot of money. So I'm not going to come and say like it's a cheap thing and everybody should do it.
Right. But there is purpose to it for a lot of people, especially if you're going through physical health struggles or mental health struggles.
Yeah.
Because what Ralph is saying here, genetic test is also great for psych med prescription based on your DNA. Yes. There are things that you shouldn't be taking because of your DNA and you wouldn't know without the test.
Yes.
So yeah, love that. Yeah, and keep the feedback coming, you guys. If a research group approached you for ideas on beard health research, what would be your top suggestion? Ooh, man, you guys are intelligent. I like that. Okay, they come to me, man, and they want to know because you guys hear me talk about things all the time where I say there's just not enough money in this. There's just not enough money in this. I would like, my top suggestion, because I would like to know specifically on beards, how does topical caffeine affect growth? How does topical biotin affect growth? I think those would be two really, really big ones. Oh, man, what would be my biggest? I would say my biggest is what is the best equation of hydration for a beard? Tell me based on whatever variables they have, whether it's body weight, whether it's climate, whether it's ethnicity, whatever it is, I want to know the best equation for hydration in beards. That would be my number one. But I would have a long list for them because there's so many things I wish we knew, but there's just not money in testing beards right now. There will be, just not yet. Can you, because we're going to be here. We're not going anywhere. I want to be at the forefront of all beard science moving forward. Can you imagine when that starts and they start putting money in research in beards? I'm going to be there. And
I'm going to be in the room.
I'm going to be in the. I will make sure. I have a way of being in the room and doing. I thought about that at the Bucks. I'm like going around. I'm meeting this owner, meeting that owner. I was like, Cal and Nicole probably think I'm just this like politician dude walking around. Even Maddox. I don't know if you caught this before. We're going to this meet and greet. Maddox says to Sam as we're going. I forgot exactly how he worded it, but essentially he was like, "Yeah," and then Dad's gonna be off talking to the owner for the whole time or something. I'm like,
and you were.
Yeah. Hey, it's not working. I have a purpose. Okay. I'll be moving back to Florida from the Midwest after being away for 5 years. I haven't lived in Florida since I began my beard journey. Any advice on adjusting my routine for the humidity and heat? I do. Two bits of advice, JP. Number one, I lean way more towards thin viscosity. I could not ever imagine wearing medium thick or even thick oil down there. It's just, no. Lean way more towards thin viscosity. Number two, adjust your styling and your trimming to embrace the humidity. It actually can be a great thing for beards. Humidity can give you volume and density and texture that you can't get otherwise. I really love my beard in Florida. I think it's fun. It's a little bit more rustic. And the reason why is it just has to be. You're not going to have a super dialed in perfect beard in humidity. It just can't happen. So I would leave the window open for giving yourself a chance to adjust. And you're not going to know exactly how to do that with the styling and trimming until you've been down there for a little bit. Anything else to say?
I would say go in and just see what your beard does at first and then like adjust from there.
Yep. Agreed fully. Agreed. Chelsea, how do you get public schools to deal with bullying? I have a feeling 2 kids are trying to do whatever they can to get my son in trouble. They fought with him on Friday and said he cussed on Monday. Well, all right. So we have 2 different perspectives for you. One is parents of kids in public school. We have a 3rd grader and a 1st grader. And so we've been following that. We also have the perspective of me as a former teacher, but also I did a lot of work at administration. So I've seen way too much behind the scenes that I wish I hadn't seen. So the biggest advice I can give to anybody that has a problem with public schools, any situation specific to you, is be as loud, vocal, squeaky, annoying, persistent as you can possibly be. And at the end of the day, know you are advocating for your child, and that's all that matters. I don't care one bit if the school hates you, because the school hates me. Guess what? Doesn't matter. I don't care one bit if other parents think that you're going above and going over their heads, or you're overbearing. Just let kids be kids. Shut up. Shut up. I'm so sick of those parents because it's your kid. And if you feel like something is being wronged for them, you send them to school to be safe. You trust the school is going to take care of them. And if they're not, absolutely raise hell with that school. And Doug is right. Document everything. When you call them, write it down. When you email them, write it down. When you have any kind of feedback from your kid, document it. That is key when you go into those meetings eventually when it's really going to matter. That's going to be huge. Roast them all class. Well, they're not teachers, so they can't do that, Ken. That's what you and I do to bullies, but that's not going to work. But 100%. And so I get this too, and I get the old school thought of like, well, teach your kids to be able to fight. Teach your kids to be able to defend themselves. I get that, but that's crappy. Your kids should not have to go into wrestling to feel safe at school. Your kids should not have to physically put hands or feet or headbut's a good move in school. They should not feel the need to do that to feel safe. You can be the most like book nerd, trapped in your house, pale skin because you don't see sun, and go have a great day at school, right? Our kids are going to physically defend themselves, right? Maddox had an altercation, and it was with a girl who was 2 years older than him and crazy and had a bunch of friends. He was like, I didn't know what to do because she's a girl. I said, next time you headbutt her. Next time you punch her in the face. Next time you kick her. If she is going to attack you and get her friends to attack you, hey, equal rights, equal fights. She's going to get that wrath. And Maddox is one hell of a third grader, so you're going to feel that. But above all, be loud. Be very, very, very loud. The school listens to loud people only. If you're nice and you go about it in a respectful way and you're like, they're going to ignore you, they're going to push you to the back burner because the school wants no turbulence.
It's sad, but it's so true.
Yep.
Ugh.
100%. Yeah, I mean 100% here. It really, 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 really is important to advocate for your kids. And I can't stress that enough. Yep. So just something to consider, be loud. And that's the main thing. So many people are like, but I don't want to go do that. No, you have to. You have to, for sure. Any other things on kids getting bullied?
No, you nailed them.
Perfect. I'm passionate about that.
You are.
I'm passionate about what schools are doing wrong, to the point I almost, as many of you know, made an entire channel about it. But unfortunately, let me come here. Unfortunately, the want of schools to not have turbulence is it's vast and way more politically nasty than I could have ever imagined. It's crazy. We were talking about that today. They had meetings, full administration meetings of a massive school district with our picture on a projector for the meeting. Us. And because we complained that they were putting our kids in unsafe situations.
Which they were.
They were. And we had the right to vocalize that. They had a meeting where someone that we knew walked in and our picture was on a projector as they were talking about us.
Super. Grown-ass adults. People in charge of our kids.
Like superintendent, assistant superintendent, the curriculum, like... So it's crazy, and the levels that they go to is pretty bad. Yeah, pretty bad. So, yeah, it's man. There's and here's the biggest thing I'll put out there: teachers, for the most part, are amazing. It's such a conflict with me internally because I hate the education system, and that's not regurgitated stuff. I hate buzzwords and buzz terms that people throw around to sound like they fit in groups. No. I've seen it. All right. I hate the education system in America, but I love teachers. And like our kids' teachers, we could not have picked a better batch of teachers for our boys so far.
Yeah.
I don't have a single ounce of anything to say about the teachers other than they're amazing. And we make sure they know that, and we get them gifts, and we really, really love that. It's the structure and it's the leadership that's wrong. And so, man, yeah. Yep. So they can see you coming. Oh, they know us, they know us very, very, very well. Yeah, very well. Your district likes to put on that face that they're all that.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
My slogan for our district is surface over substance. All they care about is how the surface looks. If the water looks fresh on top and is garbage underneath, they don't care. It just looks fresh. So yes. Are you glad that you're not a teacher anymore? Massively. Yeah. We talked about that today, like today. So yes, massively. And the money's not, don't get me started. It's so gross. Yeah, and it's all around too. There's other things then there's good ones and bad ones, right? My buddy Doug is a teacher. He's also a leader in their union. Our district's union, as someone who saw from the inside, is utterly disgusting. If you go to the union meetings, they have kegs of beer. They have huge foot-long subs for everybody. They got snacks. They got all these things. And then when you're presented with options that are unanimous and they say, oh, wow, we picked this one, they choose that one last. Why? Because, I don't know. Some places get kickbacks when they go with a certain organization. Yeah, I didn't want to believe that, right? I didn't want to think that was real, but it is. Yeah, it is. So, man, as a former teacher, you know the system. Yeah, and I'm not even just a former teacher. I'm a former teacher. I have an administration degree. I have a curriculum development degree. I shadowed all these people. We were friends with many of them before. Like, went to their house.
Yeah.
Like, went to their house and had dinner and stuff. Yeah, gross. When do you anticipate putting homeschool on the schedule?
It's something that we literally think about
daily.
Yeah. I thought about it last night. It's just like my mental strength is not strong enough to homeschool our kids right now. Like, I got to get myself figured out before I could even think about adding that in, especially with like most likely all three of our kids having some form of ADHD. Like, it would just be so hard to do that.
Our kids are a lot.
Yes.
Like, some of your kids chill. Some of your kids hang out.
Yeah.
Some of your kids relax. Ours don't. And I know what you're thinking. Like, oh, go tire them out. No, that day's never come.
No.
We've
tried.
We've done amusement parks and they're fresh afterwards. We've done all day 10-hour soccer camps and then they ask to play soccer when they get home. Like, it doesn't work. So, and John says, do it. One of the best decisions my wife and I ever made. We know we can't handle it right now.
I want to.
Yeah. We already don't have enough hours in the day at this point. So eventually, if we ever did, it would probably be coupled with traveling the country.
Yeah.
That would be the dream. I don't know if my buddy Greg's watching, but shout out to Greg. He just did this. Sam, are you glad Dan doesn't teach anymore?
Oh, my God. Yes. I don't know if I would have been able. I probably would have had some kind of mental breakdown, especially if I had my health decrease like it had at that time and you were teaching. There would have been some kind of catastrophe happening.
Oh, no, Goggins would not survive Violet. I know Goggins, I know his book, I know all of his interviews, and he's a freak of nature. He's the guy that runs the crazy amounts.
I don't
ran
like
his
him.
cartilage away from his knee and stuff.
Yeah.
He's abrasive with his approach, of course. There's nothing that tones Violet down. There's nothing. And there's a few of you in here who know her, and so you understand. Until you really know Violet, there's nothing like that. Nothing like that. And one small thing. I am talking about like observations and facts, like things that I know deeply from within education. I want to make sure we have an example of what usually is, when I said it's not buzz terms and stuff. So it's concerning what public schools are pushing down our kids' throat. 99.9999999, as far as you can take that out, that's not true. There's the media and the news. I'm not even getting political. It's literally both sides. They just say different things that they want to make up. Almost always, that's not true. We've covered it on this show before. There was a viral story that people had. I proved it was literally made up. There's all these other stories where like, they're teaching them this, they're teaching them that. Maybe one rogue, horrific teacher at the random school district, sure. But then the news takes it and runs with it and makes it this big thing. There's bad seeds in every single profession. The like saying that we're teaching them these things almost always is not the case. And again, I have a master's degree in curriculum development, literally what makes what they're teaching. And there's a lot of things that are structurally in place that makes this impossible. So just know that that's one of those things. Like, I want to beat up on education as much as anybody, probably more than most people in this country. but we want to make sure we stick to what really happens. This one isn't usually the case. It's just something that got glorified on media and they took it and ran with it. Why? Because those are sexy stories. Like, oh, this kid said this. This kid said this. My teacher did this. It's just, yeah, it's just not the main truth on that one, which is a good thing, right? We don't want to have to add unrealistic fuel to the fire. And anybody that believes that, it's not your fault because it's thrown everywhere. It's thrown in your face all over the place. Just from the inside, it's just really, really not true, which is a good thing. Dan, as a teacher, what are your views on virtual learning? My soon-to-be 10th grader has been trying to convince us to go virtual. Depends on their personality. Sam is saying do it. She wouldn't let our kids do it.
I know. If we had the option of having our kids just be virtual.
We do. Bobcat virtual.
Not with our school district. No.
We went down that route. It 100% depends on the kid.
Yeah.
If your kid can learn that way and doesn't require the social aspects, that doesn't require the gym class, that doesn't require the recess, that doesn't require the peer lunches, and they have things where people can meet up and do different groups and stuff. If they're good with that and that's where they thrive, heck yes. Our sons, no. It's not going to work. Jax has had the best year of growth in his life. And it's socially, it's in these situations. So it depends on the kid. Depends on the kid. Thoughts?
Yep.
No, it does. It will work great I've seen it work for some kids, but I have not seen it on other ones.
I think the older the kids are, the better. Like elementary, probably not. Middle school to high school, I think they would do just fine.
And interesting. So Doug, who is a high school teacher, said, I've not seen one kid truly be successful virtual at the high school level.
What kind of kids are doing the virtual, though?
Right. What's the reason why they're going to that? Yeah. Interesting. Scotty, it's probably the internet. YouTube is doing some stuff. So it's not my camera. It's the video feed. The internet on our side is doing great. So it's not our internet. It may not be your internet. It could be just a YouTube thing. It is telling me that YouTube's going through a little bit of something, but it's just the video feed. But that is a good point, right? Anytime you talk about stuff like this, there's so many layers to it.
Yeah.
Is there a big group of kids that are going virtual because they have issues at school themselves?
Yeah. Is it the type of person that is sending their kids virtual because they don't want to have to take them and pick them up?
Yeah. Yep. There's definitely pros and cons for sure. And we could go deeply into them, right? Are they more safe virtually? Yeah. Is there less chance to be bullied and have those? Yes. But just thinking of taking Jax out of the field trip he had today and taking out of recess and all this stuff, it would be so tough. Yep. So tough. Yeah. I think it's YouTube. I bet if we looked up YouTube down detector, I bet there is a down detector. There is a spike, at least at some point today, as we're going. Yeah, earlier there was problems. Right now it seems to be decent, even though they still have some reports, but we'll make the best out of it, guys. Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're talking about public school? No,
right.
Absolutely not.
The man is cutting us off. They're trying to hold us down, you guys. They're trying to hold us down here. No sound also.
Wow.
Dang. Okay. It's getting better. Yeah, it's just the tube, just YouTube for whatever reason. And it can also depend on where you're at too. So yeah, my daughter due to a back injury. So there's so many situations where it really makes sense, right? Where there's kids where it sticks up for. I don't think it's a solution to most problems though, but it can fit people. And Doug says, I've received 2 masters virtually. In order for it to work, you have to be highly motivated. For a school-age kid, that means they need a lot of direct supervision. Yeah. And we knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that you're going to have to supervise them. Because do you know how many distractions are around kids? They have the phone. They have their laptop. They have so many other things. That's tough. Yep. Yeah, that's tough for sure. And yeah, no, absolutely. Homeschooling has field trips and they have sports programs. It's not the same, though.
Homeschooling is blowing up right now, so I think there's going to be so many more opportunities for the social aspect of things coming around.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Don't have school days. They give them virtual. We do. We still have snow days, and we still have days off of school and stuff. They tried that for like a little bit, but no, we still definitely have the days off, which is nice. So okay, awesome. Yeah, guys, we could talk education pitfalls and the pros and all that forever. You got to do what's right for your family. That's what it comes down to. Don't worry about society. Don't worry about community. Don't worry about what people think and how they judge. Do what's right for your family. And what's your biggest priority, right? If your biggest priority is safety, does it really matter if it's a little bit less learning or more learning, And it's not an easy one. All right. And we can come back to this another time as well. Great thoughts, guys. Hey, Dan Sam, I've asked this once before, but I don't know if you missed the question or I missed the answer. My tap water smells strongly of chlorine. How concerned should I be?
Concerned.
Very. We luckily don't have any like detectable levels of chlorine in ours, but it's decently common on cities that have really bad water. So yeah, it's not good for you internally. It's not good for your skin or your hair.
Get a good water test, and then if they're high, you can just get like a tap filter.
Yeah.
But make sure it's one that does filter out like chlorine and things like that, because there are ones that will just filter out like heavy metals and stuff like that. You have to get more specific ones. Like we were just recently looking at ones to filter out like chlorine and like fluoride. We don't want in our water. So just make sure that it would filter that one out.
Good advice. Good. All right. Any updates on the upcoming national park trip? Yes.
Well, yeah, it's canceled.
A couple hours ago. It's not canceled. It is deferred. So as many of you know, Maddox made a really like prolific high-level soccer team in Michigan called the Super Y. And we were told the dates of the tournaments, and we were like, perfect. And so we booked around that. The trip of the national park where we got my parents to watch them and they had to get their dogs watched, and then we had to book an Airbnb. Hey, Alan, welcome back, man. They had to the tournament on that date.
Great.
We had it fully planned. We were ready.
We got a super cool Airbnb.
The coolest. No kids, so stay tuned.
That's okay.
Yeah, we will do it. It's just we got to find the right time. So it's funny you asked that. That was today. What's your go-to stripping wash? Any bar soap from a beard company, specifically Cold Start from Beard Octane, or the liquid beard wash from BABC. Liquid beard wash from BABC. At what length should I trim my beard into a ducktail style? It's about 4 to 5 inches. Sean, I genuinely cannot give you advice on that without seeing your beard. It depends on your face. It depends on the structure of your beard and the coverage. Send in with that exact question, and we can help you out. Okay. Got that one from Tyler. Awesome. Dan, which race has the best chance to grow a beard, and which one has a hard time? Best chance. I mean, Caucasians grow beards. Africans grow beards. African Americans grow beards. There's all sorts of races that grow beards. The one that has the hardest would be Asian and Native Americans. Now, are there Asians with great beards? Yes, absolutely. Native Americans with great beards? Yes, absolutely. But to answer straight up, the races that would have the most difficulty would be Asian and Native American. And there's definitely genetic reasons to it based on where they were coming up as people and evolution, all that stuff. So, yeah, good question. Hey, Dan, would you say the viscosity of Dr. John's serum is similar? Dr. John's serum. Copper John's similar to...
Copper John's or Dr. Nick's? Which one?
Because they both have growth oils. Similar to the viscosity of Fable. If you're talking about the new one from Copper John's, it's a little bit less viscous than Fable, a little bit thinner than that one. Yeah, a little bit thinner than that one. So yes. All right. I know it's a different topic, but my wife is going through some mental health things. Do you have any advice that could help me?
Help me or help her?
Let's go both.
I guess I would have to know more. about this situation.
Okay. I'll give general advice. Get her hormones checked. I think that's massive to really understand what's going on. Get those hormones checked, and then you can start to figure out, is there a reason that's just way out of her control? Like Sam, for example, she was battling some mental health things. We had kind of a breaking moment. We're going to get this test on your hormones. We figured out that it was her thyroid.
Yeah.
We figured out that her thyroid impacts her mental health. It impacts her hormones, which I didn't know before that. That was the biggest change in our approach to her mental health. Understanding that there were medical things going on that were greatly impacting. And then the path opened up much more clearly after that. So that would be my best advice to that, is get the hormones checked and then kind of go from there and see really where you can take it.
Finding out the why, because people don't just you don't just have anxiety. You don't just have depression. There's something going on within your body that is causing that. And most of the time, it comes back to your gut, which sounds really weird, but we're learning like all about this gut health journey. And when your microbiome in your gut is off, it literally affects your whole entire body. So even if like you don't have stomach aches and your stomach feels fine, if that's off even the slightest bit, it can affect your mental health. So I think starting with hormones and thyroid and then moving on to like checking gut health, I think that would be a good place to start.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. All right, Command family, I've been having really good beard days since my beach trip a couple weeks ago. Wondering if that short time did something positive. Could be.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just the new season and your beard really likes this spring season. Could be. But yeah, maybe. And Donald said, Dan's experience, he's talking about my experience with education and the school kind of turning on me and all that stuff, has helped him tremendously in what he's going through now. The parallels of your industry and what I went through, freakish how similar that is. And again, you guys are wildly on point. It was on our way home from the Bucks thing, I believe.
Yeah.
Randy says, everything happens for a reason. That's why Dan stopped teaching when he did, to be there for Sam.
Yeah.
We just said, what would it be like if I was still teaching right now?
I don't know.
And that's scary to think about.
It
but
is.
We just said that. We like hours ago, because and when it started, we weren't on this mental health focus.
No.
That wasn't something that was like on our radar. So yeah, that's crazy that you say that.
It's like my body was like holding it all. And then when you quit, it was like, all right, we can get healthy now. And it just died.
You guys know how you like hold it together sometimes to get through like some event? It really was like that. You were in like survival mode without even realizing it. So yeah, it's, man. And Dan, you could be a principal at a school to make changes?
Nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
Principal might be one of the worst professions in this country. It's so bad. So bad. You deal with all the worst stuff. I mean, just no thank you on that one. Yeah, I can't even imagine. All right, man, you guys are absolutely awesome, and great feedback on the education thing, man. It's when you're making big decisions for your kid, it's never easy, but it's always worth it to explore all options. You know, it really is. Should you strip your beard, and how often? I recommend everyone strips their beard once a week. Is it best to wash your beard at night or the morning? It depends on your routine and schedule and life. I normally wash in the morning, would be my best fit for me after the gym. In the morning after the gym. I just couldn't imagine going to the gym and not washing my beard. When did you find out you had celiac? When I started dating Sam.
Don't tell the story.
My parents did not really take me to the doctor a whole lot when I was a kid. I didn't have a regular family doctor. I didn't have regular checkups. I just thought living life with the symptoms of celiac was normal. I'm not going to go into detail on those symptoms, but I just thought that was normal. Like, I thought everyone was like that. And then when we realized I had it, it was like, whoa, this is life. This is crazy. So yeah, absolutely. And that was probably 12 years ago. Yeah. Wow. What do you do for gut health? Oh, man.
What do you do to check it, or what do you do to help it?
Yeah.
To check it, there are stool tests, urine tests that you can get done that will tell you everything that's happening inside there. As far as keeping your gut healthy, eat good whole foods, stop eating processed things, limit your amount of refined sugar. Don't stop eating meat.
Yeah, we're in the thick of this right now.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
extremely loaded, extremely loaded. Dan, to confirm, Beard Octane's bar soap would be stripping? Yes. Their solid beard wash bar is not, but anything with the word soap is stripping automatically. Down to the chemistry of it, it cannot be otherwise. I live in Florida. I've been using oils similar to 8-Bit and Weatherbeard, which I believe are more the medium side. Is my beard too short for it to really matter? Yes. Yep. The shorter the beard, the less that aspect matters. I have a video coming on that. That's funny. Thoughts on probiotics, Sam?
Ooh, I am not a probiotic girl. I'm not a prebiotic girl because I have gut stuff going on that gets exacerbated with those. If you take probiotics and you start to feel sick to your stomach, you can have the same kind of situation. Just means that your gut microbiome is off and you have more bad bacteria in there than good bacteria. So I don't personally take them. I don't think that they're necessary if you're eating the appropriate diet, but I don't know anybody who eats 100% appropriate.
Yeah.
It's like supplements too.
Exactly.
So I think they can be good, but also you have to find the right one for your particular body as well.
Yep.
So it's a lot of trial and error, I feel like.
Yep. Yeah, it's so individual. To Donald's testing out Miracle Moo for gut health.
Yeah.
You've heard of that one?
We're talking about it. Him and I are.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Nice. And Doug had said principals literally get yelled at all day, every day. They do. Yep, they 100% do. All right, last question here, guys, and then we're going to move on. What are your thoughts on fruitarians? Like, they only eat fruit? They're probably going to die?
Dangerous.
Yeah, that's...
Nope.
Unless they're heavily... that's not pot. Yeah. I mean, unless you're trapped on a deserted island and need to survive a month, that's bad. I can't...
You're going to start losing bone density.
Yeah, you can't live off fruit. I've literally never heard the term fruitarians. That's crazy. Are thicker viscosity oils better with greater length? No. Generally speaking, the longer your beard, you likely get away from the really thick oils. Generally, you get away from them. Okay, last question, then we do have to move on here. When stripping the beard, should we do anything different afterwards? Just business as usual? I do always follow stripping with a conditioner. I would hate to try and comb or run my fingers through my beard after a stripping wash, so I do go with conditioner. Then everything after that is good to go. Yep, that's called being pre-diabetic. Yeah, that's... my mind, that's wild. Yep, absolutely wild. So... that's crazy. And Nick says his friend does juice. Happy as heck, but he occasionally has a bit of meat, eggs. Yeah, then he's not a fruitarian then. So yeah. Protein. The value of protein is vast.
Yeah.
And fruit is not going to give you that protein. Why strip weekly? You just get stuff that gets built up in your beard, such as sodium, such as wax, such as all these other things like pollutants that a daily wash just isn't powerful enough to really get out. And especially with it around your mouth and your nose and food and all that stuff, you got to get that stuff out. You really want to make sure you're getting rid of all those. Awesome, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and check out. Is this Darren? Mm-hmm. Okay, I just want to make sure I got this right. Darren S. Good evening, Dan and Sam. I'm looking for styling and shaping advice for my beard. My goal is length and fullness. All right, length and fullness. Let's go ahead and check out the beard here.
Nice.
Awesome, Darren. All right, so length and fullness, great beard, meaning he's like, hey, I want to get bigger, but I got to make sure I'm full along the way. Anything stand out to you first?
I mean, not necessarily. If you want more length, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. It really does, Darren, come down to your situation now of which one you want to prioritize more. If your priority is length, keep growing. If your priority is density, I do have a question. I know you're in the chat. Have you at any point on this journey touched your neckline? Had you trimmed it or shaved it or adjusted at all? That's going to be very important for this advice. So Darren, let us know if you have touched the neckline at all, because if your priority is density, then we'll probably take some off. But if you have not touched your neckline and this is just straight up natural, then taking some off isn't really going to make a big difference, because if you haven't touched the neckline, it's likely not going to. All right, he says, I have not in over a year. Okay, so in over a year, Darren, one more question. How long have you been growing the length? Is that, what are we talking? Maybe 6 years? That might be a year, maybe a little bit more than a year. Because it's definitely tough, right? If you were to take your beard down to this point, it would be more dense, right? All of us would be. But that's taking away the length, of course. So it just depends what you prioritize. What I will say is, if you grow it longer, it's not going to get more dense. The longer it grows, the more thin it's going to become. So it really just depends where you're at. Okay, I did a major trim in June of 2023 to align with the underbeard. Okay, so about a year he's been growing to align with that underbeard. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. What are your final thoughts here? Just grow? Is there a trim? What are you thinking?
I don't know.
Another option you have, Darren, one that seems like you may have started already, is if you pull up the Greg, oh man, I'm going to butcher this spelling, Berzinski, there we go, I got it close enough, beard. If you pull up Greg Berzinski, he does this under curl with his beard where he takes the bottom, let's see if there's a good example, where he takes the bottom of the beard, he gets a round brush underneath it, and he curls the beard like towards his chin, towards his neck. There's not going to be a good example, but he has videos on it. So essentially what you would do is grab this under portion of the beard, and you would grab the round brush and you would roll away from your face. So it would tuck the beard under, kind of like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it would tuck the beard under like that, and it would give you kind of like a double backing at the bottom, right?
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan, but it's definitely something.
One thing I'm curious about is, are you using heat on your beard? Because I wonder if you are using heat, if maybe it's a little bit too much heat, and if you let it go more natural, then it would just kind of like fill in the transparent like sort of pieces you can see on the side there at the bottom.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about that.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And what is his name? Greg Berzinski. He works for Beard Brand. He's like a model and all that stuff. I am using heat. I actually love that advice. I don't want you to abandon heat, but dial it back. If you're using a heated brush, go with a lower temperature, go with less time, go with less passes over. If you're doing a blow dryer, cut the time in half, and that could add some of that fullness to it. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And if anything, obviously always try to train before trimming. But it looks great, man. It really just comes down to what you prioritize. And of course, the shirt underneath is starting to matter because your beard's getting longer. I think that's the right advice. Yeah, absolutely. Send it next week if you could, with no heat maybe. Yeah,
I'd love to see that.
And then maybe with Sam's advice of dialing the heat back a little bit. I actually think that's the right answer. I'm 100% going with that one. Dial the heat back just a tad. Just a tad. Good work. Good work.
Look at me.
Love it. Darren, thanks for sending in, man. The beard is phenomenal. The color, the everything. Great, great beard. Great beard. Awesome. All right. Leonardo. You ready for this one? He's like, cut it down if I ramble too much, but I got you. Me and my beautiful wife are celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary today.
Yay!
Right now.
Happy anniversary.
Woo! And he says, in honor of this occasion, I'm here to provide I'm here to provide an update on my journey to beardliness before anyone judges me and wonders why I'm not celebrating with my wife. We're actually getting ready to head out on a trip tomorrow. Congratulations, guys. 20 years. That's amazing. We just hit 10, right?
Yep.
Yeah, very cool. On my previous update, I had some lumberjack vibes going on, which I quite liked, and big dreams of growing an epic gunslinger mustache. Unfortunately, I decided to put those dreams aside for a bit. Gulp, trimmed my beard and stash. I did it because I knew my wife really wanted me to trim it, and even though she would never try to force me to do it, it's how she felt inside. So as an anniversary gift, I trimmed it. Now, before I disappoint anyone, please keep in mind that the little lumberjack still lives strong inside of me. But here's the funny, tragic part. Even after I trimmed it, my wife told me she really couldn't notice the difference.
Aww.
Oh, no. Maybe since she sees me daily, but I know she would like for me to go shorter. But at this moment in time, I can't see myself trimming any further, since it would honestly affect my self-confidence. Totally understand that. So I'm considering growing it out and pursuing once again my goal of growing an epic stash. I figured if she couldn't notice the difference after trimming, then she wouldn't notice if I kept and grew it back. I'm pretty sure that math checks out. I like your tone here. So here's what I'd like to get some feedback on. What do you guys think of the trim? Do you feel I should try to rock the trimmed look, seeing how summer is here, or just let it grow? Perhaps keep the shorter beard, but grow out the mustache? Okay, I like that. And two, in regards to my quest to stashliness, I did notice an area on the side of my mustache that is less dense. See the picture. Recently, I've seen companies like Copper John's, Dr. Nick's release oils or serums that help wake up dormant hair follicles. I know they don't create new hair follicles, but rather reignite the dormant ones and promote overall growth. Facts. Do you think that I would benefit from these products, or just let it grow and go with the flow on this one? Love it. Let's check it out, Mr. Beardliness.
Nice.
Awesome, dude. So this was the lumberjack vibes over here, and then dialed in.
Yeah.
I will say, not a huge difference.
Not a huge difference, but definitely noticeable.
Especially, I see like the cheek lines and then the sides. Like you have kind of a straight line here, and it was a little bit more rounded on that one. On first glance, do you have a preference out of the two? Because he is asking, should I grow it back? Should I do something different?
I don't have a preference. Honestly, I like them both equally, and it would depend on the day and what you were doing that day.
There you go. I do highly prefer the left. I love the little bit extra ruggedness it brings, and I love that you can see where really I notice it is on the gray hairs, right? If you see how much longer those are there, I actually like the way that this rounds out your face. I think that it gives you this well-balanced face with the head hair as opposed to the more angular look here, but it's not bad. It's very subtle. My advice, if this is where we're at right here, wow, that was a really bad star. I started at the wrong spot.
That was.
I started at the wrong spot, okay? I thought I could catch it. My advice would be to grow. I would 100% say grow from here. Thoughts on where he could go from this point, knowing that he feels his wife deep down thinks she would like it shorter, even though she's not going to make him do anything?
Honestly, I think it's not... I don't want to say it.
He said it's a huge difference for him.
Yeah. I think whatever you would like. If your wife didn't notice that big of a difference and it was a huge difference for you, then I would say go back to what you like.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. And the idea of growing it and letting it grow, you always have the option to trim back to the middle. Always have that option. So keep that in mind. So he's talking about this spot right here. If you would not have circled that, never in a million years would I notice it. Over here, I don't notice it. Over here, I don't notice it. I mean, again, maybe if I super zoomed in over there, but I would never notice. Do I think there's a chance there's dormant hair follicles there? Yeah, there is a chance. Would I say dude, you need to go buy this product and spend money? No, I can't imagine that makes any kind of difference in the long run. Any thoughts from you, honestly?
No, I would never have noticed it if you wouldn't have circled it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I know how it feels.
Yep.
I'm feeling that same way. I got my Botox done, and this eyebrow is higher than that other eyebrow. Dan can't notice it, but I look at it every time I look in the mirror. So I get it. And if there's no harm to trying. If it bugs you, try.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Leonardo says, my wife says I'm too picky. Starting to think she was right. She's always right. And I love this by Brian. He took us through this like journey of his beard and taking it down and the different lengths. And he said, my wife surprised me. I assumed she would like my beard shorter, but her favorite length was at 8 inches, which is really cool.
There you go.
Yeah, really, really, really cool. So, dude, it looks great. I would love to see you grow it out a little bit more and get that stash going again, even some more. But you're a handsome dude. It's not going to go wrong no matter what you choose.
I love his little tear.
I know. He's an artist. So enjoy your anniversary trip and congratulations on 20 years. Really cool. All right. Giveaway time, you guys. We are going to do a giveaway for a $30. Oh, I adjusted the one slide, but not this one. Pause. You guys can see the game here. Bam. $30 gift card. And if you want to pick up that oil on the screen, you may. So $30 gift card, you guys. And there is a link in the chat. Go ahead and click it. Put your name and your email, and you're all set and signed up. Shout out to Deadman. We'll circle back in a second. Seth says, following your previous advice, I shower at night, leave it damp, put oil in for 3 to 5 minutes, then blow dry and brush. Is it supposed to still be damp when I blow dry and brush? I do not recommend blow drying at night. If you're going to bed, I don't see the value of blow drying. With that said, when you blow dry your beard after 3 to 5 minutes of applying oil, it's not going to be as damp. It shouldn't be something where you're like tapping your beard and water droplets are falling off. But understand the water is trapped inside that oil, right? Oil and water don't mix. That's the entire purpose of it. When your hair is porous and it's full of water and you coat it with oil, it locks in that water. So if your beard is dripping, you had your beard way too wet when you applied oil. So it's not going to be exactly damp, but it should still feel oily. It should still feel like you have product on the beard. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. And Beardliness says, thanks, everyone. I always love this show. Love seeing the different beards and hearing all the advice and tips. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. And then to slide back real quick, you guys, Deadman's Beard Co. is the sponsor, dropping this giveaway. Tons and tons of great things said about this company. They have a great blend. They adjust to the community and the feedback. And Fortinella Orange, Agave Tides, bangers. May 31st. New scent coming, and it is good. Good. Sam has smelled it, but I can't. She smells so many scents. It's like impossible for me to say, remember this one?
And I have a terrible memory. So like on top of it, it's even worse.
But I can't, and she would know it, but I can't tell her the tips right now because that would kind of give it away, and let me see real quick. Okay. She does not remember. They're like, we read lips, Dan. We know. All right. So here you go, guys. There is a link in the chat. Go ahead and click that. And yeah, if you guys are fans of Vitamin C, the collab that I have with Ruddy Man, this is the juicy version of that. Yep, the juicy version of that. And man, Tyler says, Deadman's Refine is Oud, Amber, and Rose is the most unique essential oil blend he's ever tried. Love that. Love. All right. Dun, dun, dun. If somebody wins, what should they say in the chat?
Yeet.
Yeet. That actually is not a good answer because I won't know that it's you.
So many people say
yeet.
Yeet.
Exactly. So just say something like,
my name's Jeff.
But if your name's not Jeff, that doesn't help either. Say something like, I won. That's me. Something like that.
I thought you were giving me free creative reign.
I was, and then I regretted it. River has not made it on a live stream yet. He has.
River.
He has twice,
Trouble.
Donald. Just not this live stream anymore because
he got booted.
He climbed the corner of the wall. Like, we look over, and he's scaling our wall. Another time he jumped from this table onto my light, and there's
still a hole in it.
Still claw marks on it. So he will no longer be waiting. He was last week or the week before sleeping outside the door waiting for us.
It was so cute.
He has not gotten any less
starting to like sleep in bed with us. Now he's feeling like more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But then the girls still yell at him when they want to get in bed. They're like, get out of here.
Everyone's like, bring River back.
Oh, River.
He's the cutest. Like, the cutest. So River was sent up the river. No, he's probably just out there. He's so cute. But we do have to talk about something with River. This
What?
dude.
No.
Tell him.
River has this thing where he has the stinkiest farts I've ever smelled in my life. And one day we thought maybe he just had like a rancid poop. The man had explosive diarrhea.
The dude has the most atomic smelling farts and poops. We have 2 cats that we've had for 14 years.
Yeah.
15 years. This dude.
Oh my God.
When we say it lights up the house, it lights up the house.
I couldn't breathe one day.
I was in the room with him once when he farted in the same room.
You're like, I can't breathe.
I could not breathe. It was like you can grab it.
And yeah, he's still on soft cat food right now, and so the actual meat is,
right.
the digestion, but
yeah, he's eating
yes.
real food.
Yes.
He's eating like salmon and duck and all this stuff. So this dude is eating pristinely right now. And it's all protein. High protein.
Yeah. Yep. And now he also does this thing when I pick him up, he instantly farts.
Yeah.
It's so stinky.
No, and they say try different brands. No, it's probably an indication that he's eating the right food.
And we've tried all the brands. Yeah. He farts all the brands. No, there's no gluten in any of his food. We don't even let our cats eat gluten. Like it's just he's just
Bob
a stinky boy.
And Terry said, blame it on the pets. Oldest story. Hey, I will say, true story. 90% of his farts, Sam is holding him.
It's like his defense mechanism. He just like farts. Put me down.
His defense mechanism?
What do you mean?
Sam's holding him. All of a sudden, we smell farts in the room. 90% of the time, she's like, River.
No.
River.
There are times where he's just sitting, and it's just, oh, my gosh.
He is black and white.
Oh.
Skunk cat.
Skunk.
It's actually a skunk, yeah.
We accidentally adopted a skunk.
We've got some new theories here. Sam, defense mechanism. He's actually a skunk. And it could be, no, he farts all the time. It's definitely not nervousness. He's just farting. He's just a farting dude. We'll be laying, and he'll be cute as can be. That one time.
He just drops one.
I was in bed with him. Cute. He's relaxed and just, poof, and it's just like your eyes water. It's a new level of, I've never experienced anything like it.
It stank.
Oh, man. Kittens are cute, cats are evil. No, our cats are amazing.
No, we love our cats.
Yeah, our cats are not evil. Like, they're super, super cool. Our cats act like super personable things. They get excited and all that stuff, but don't get us started on cats. All right. If you see your name on the screen, drop a comment. He's comfy with you guys. He feels like he can fart. Drop a comment. I could just do this all night. If your name is on the screen, do we have John Jagodowski. John from Poland. No,
Jagodzinski.
That could be a
Jagodzinski.
I'm going to call you John Jagad. That's a pretty good nickname. If you're a rapper, that would be your name. John Jagad. Are we in here? Get River some ball wash.
Oh, my gosh.
He is a boy. Hey, P. Junka. Hey,
okay.
that'll work.
That'll
do. Congratulations, man. I highly recommend Fortinella Orange as this scent, man. It is fantastic stuff, dude. Congratulations. Thank you to Deadman. Scrolling down at the bottom, Command 15. I will do a different scrolling down at the bottom. beardadvicelive@gmail.com. We appreciate you guys. Sam C, anything final for our peeps?
No.
No?
My brain is mushed right now.
You heard it there, guys. You heard it there. Nothing else needed. Great stream. Thank you guys for the food for thought. Thank you for the entries. Thank you for everything. This is just so much fun. I hope I get to see you guys 8 o'clock on Friday. Nate from Johnny Ray will be on stream with me, and we'll get it going. We got some cool new products. Other than that, please stay bearded, stay positive. See you on Friday.